Hi guys, it's Drew and I'm back with a review of Tom Ford's Intensive Infusion Treatment Essence. So let's get straight into that. Hello everyone, I am finally back after returning from holiday. I know I just posted a video the last few weeks, so this isn't coming too late after that one, which is good. I'm keeping it going, I'm keeping the videos going. Thank you everyone for all the views on my Tom Ford blusher video and all the comments. Such wonderful comments, I super appreciate that guys, and I really love doing these videos for you, especially the direction I'm trying to make my channel go in, and it's coming together really well. I'm really happy. So as I said, I just returned from holiday and I felt like my skin was just getting pelted with radiation from the sun. I was wearing factor 50 plus in the form of Dior's City Defense, City Blocker or something, which I'll be doing a review very soon for too. And although I had that on, I just felt like my skin, I was, scrunching my face up a lot to avoid the light, and just doing a lot of things that were kind of harmful to the skin, like moving, like creasing your eyes and things like that because the sun's too bright, and doing a whole plethora of other things. And I just felt like my skin could really use something really good, something reparative on it, and I had my eyes on the Tom Ford Treatment Essence. Now the Tom Ford Treatment Essence is very hard to find information about. I don't know if any of you even know this existed. It's fairly new. I think it came out this year or at the end of last year. And when you Google, nothing comes up. Like it's for sale, but no one's talking about it, no one's reviewed it. And that's really unfortunate because I think it's a really awesome product. I've been using it so far, but I think there's some pros and cons which we'll talk about, and we'll get into that. So I literally picked this up a few hours after I got off the plane. I knew I just really needed it to get on my skin and see what it was like. I tried this at a Tom Ford event when I bought my Nude Dip palette and my blusher, and I couldn't get over how this felt on my skin. I tried it on the back of my hand, and to explain how it made my skin, I have to use some choice words. It made my skin really juicy and moist, and those are literally the only words I can use to explain how this made my skin feel on my hand. Juicy and moist. And everyone wants to be juicy and moist because being a juicy fruit is what we all want in life. So I picked this up and I started using it immediately. I've had it about 3 days now, and I'm really loving it. I've seen a difference in my skin already on the short term. I do feel like this will help my skin in the long term as well, but I also think that it's a little too expensive for what it is. My skincare regime is very minimal at the moment. I use a lot of expensive products, but I don't use a ton. I don't use a serum and 2 toners and 3 moisturizers and things like that. I'm building my way into skincare. It's a very expensive market, and if I'm going to do makeup and skincare, my philosophy is if you're going to do it right. That doesn't necessarily mean buying the most expensive products, but it does mean doing your research, and if it leads you to buy something that's very expensive, so be it. So it comes in this box. Tom Ford skincare seems to be in these white boxes, and the makeup is in like a brownie kind of box, and it comes in this box here. So I'm going to go ahead and read the blurb that this tells you, and we'll quickly get onto that. Tom Ford skin treatments bring a deeply luxurious sensory experience to the high-performance active formulas that purify and nourish the complexion, helping restore the luminosity and vitality that create sexy-looking skin, dermatologically tested. To use after cleansing, moisten cotton pad, gently pat over face, follow with Tom Ford Intensive Infusion Concentrate Extreme. So they have a serum oil type thing that's like an intense infusion. This is the essence. They have an intense kind of serum. I would avoid that if you have oily skin. I'm not going near it with a barge pole. I think it would make my skin super oily. It could be nice, just not for me. So, and then you get on the box the ingredients, and the ingredients are really exciting because the ingredients, to me, from what I know of skincare, actually really work. There is a very low content of alcohol in this. In fact, I don't see alcohol mentioned as alcohol in this at all, which is really good because it means it's not going to dry the skin out. And the fragrance is listed right at the bottom, very low down, so it has a small amount of fragrance. If you're super extremely intensely 100% sensitive to fragrance, I would avoid this. But if you can get away with, you know, the tiniest bit of fragrance in your skincare, go for it. It's not going to bother you too much. So the lotion comes in this bottle, as you can see here. It is a yellowy orange kind of colour. You can see this in the light. I have my beauty ring light on and the light beaming down, so you're seeing this in a very good light. As the Tom Ford logo on the cap, you can see there, and it just says, you know, about it there. One quick comment is that this seems to be a clear plastic tube, and I don't know if this will specifically stop the ingredients from degrading in natural sunlight. Sunlight, when it hits products through bottles that are clear, it will degrade the ingredients, make them useless. So I do worry that this isn't going to hold up, whereas the MAC bottle, it should hold up in. Like, companies really don't pay attention to their skincare, so that does concern me. I'm not 100% sure if these specific ingredients will degrade in sunlight, so don't quote me on that. That could be a con for this product. You get 200 mils in this. This is a lot. You are getting a lot of product for your money, but £80 is really freaking expensive. So on to how I find this works. I find this really plumps up my skin and makes it juicy, as I said before, juicy and moist. And then it dries down to a completely flat matte complexion, like there was alcohol in it, but there's not. And the thing that this really does, and I've found no other product does this, it makes my moisturiser so much more moisturising when I put it on. My moisturiser is the Simple Sensitive Skin Expert's kind of skin hydrating like moisturiser. And when I use these two together, this normally just goes into my skin. It sucks it up, you know, like a prostitute at a dry bar. She needs a drink and my skin just sucks this up and it's gone and I need to reapply more. This, however, together, this makes everything more moisturised. It makes my moisturiser not just disappear, it makes it make the skin feel plump and nice and hydrated for like the first time, and it's just a really lovely combo to use. So this definitely extends the power of your moisturiser. I also find this to be a really powerful anti-inflammatory. My skin is less red when I wear this. I woke up this morning after using it last night and my skin was just only red on my acne, and as you can see I do have acne just now pretty bad after my holiday for some reason. For some reason on my holiday I had a flare up and my skin's been super red since then, super irritated, but this just really, it pulls the redness out my skin, it unifies the colour, and I'm only red on like the very like head of my acne. So this really does super work and it tones the skin. It doesn't cleanse extra, your cleanser should be enough, but it definitely reduces redness and makes your moisturiser go further. The first thing I use just now, I'm working my way through the Tom Ford Purifying Gel Cleanser. I despised this when I bought it. I hated it. I filmed products I regret buying with this in it. This was the title product. But as I've actually started using it over the last few weeks, it's actually a really good cleanser. It does its job. It cleanses the skin. It's not super harsh. I feel like I can just rely on this. And sure, it might not foam up quite as much as I'd like, but it certainly does do its job and I really am enjoying using this. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some of the treatment essence to my hand. You can see it here just now. I will go ahead and apply some of the treatment essence to this and show you what it looks like. So it's just a little hold cap at the top like this. You just dunk a small amount onto the pad and then you go ahead and just press this into the hand. Now I don't necessarily know how this is coming up. Maybe you can see it, but it just makes the hand feel really, I don't know, it makes your skin swell with moisture, which sounds freaking gross, but it really works. It feels really nice. It's cooling, it's calming, it's moisturising, it's juicy, and I've said these words too many times to be politically correct now. I'm freaking myself out, but it really does work, everyone. So in conclusion, the Tom Ford Intensive Infusion Treatment Essence does work. It does its job. You will not buy this and be like, oh, it doesn't freaking work, hopefully, because it certainly works on my skin anyway. But to note, the MAC Mineral Lightful C Marine Bright formula shares some of the same ingredients. Well, the old version did. I don't know if this new version does, but certainly the old version of this really does share very similar ingredients. This contains a vitamin C, which will help repair sun damage over time and dark spots. This also contains vitamin C, and they're very similar. They're both made by Estee Lauder. And I wonder if the formulas are a little too similar. You get 200 mils in this, you get 150 in this. This is £25 and this is 80. So, you know, decide between yourself what you would rather buy. Premium skincare like Tom Ford. Tom Ford is Estee Lauder's super high premium brand. It is the most expensive one I think it carries as far as I know. MAC is a little cheaper. You're getting a really good toner here for much less, but you're also getting a super toner. So if you're dedicated to Tom Ford, go ahead, buy it. You will not regret it. But if you really want to save money and you want the same kind of power, this really does contain similar ingredients. Powerful ingredients in this product is a vitamin C, which is ascorbital glycoside. That is listed quite high near the top. It has things like root extract and aloe and algae and really good stuff for the skin, really good cell communicating ingredients that are going to, you know, really repair your skin, reduce redness, help with sun damage, help with lines in terms of not making them worse. So it does have a lot of good ingredients in here. So that is my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's been super good talking to you guys. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos over the summer. I can't wait to share them with you. As always, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.